quiet down. Proceed, Mr. Brennan.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Joining us today is also Lisa Berman, Director of the Agudath Israel Fresh Start Training Program, a displaced homemakers program that has been serving Brooklynites for more than 35 years, serving the neighborhoods of Borough Park, Kensington, Midwood, Flatbush, and other parts of Brooklyn, serving thousands of women over the years and helping them get jobs and prepare for jobs in the workforce. And I want to thank Lisa for all the great work that she has done over so many years and commend that program to your attention and to the members' attention and ask you to wish them well in the cordialities of the House.
Certainly, on behalf of Mr. Brennan, the Speaker, and all the members, we welcome you here to the New York State Assembly, to the People's House. We congratulate you on the work that you're doing and urge you to continue that great work, and you will always be welcome here whenever you arrive. Thank you so very much for coming. Ms. Fahey for an introduction.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I, too, rise in celebration of all of the women representing displaced homemaker agencies. And we have two women from the local capital region. It's the Capital District Women's Employment and Resource Center, or WERC, W-E-R-C. And they have started, the center in this region was started about 20 years ago, and joining us today are Elizabeth Miller and Diane O'Connor, who represent both of those and serve about 300 displaced homemakers each year with tremendous success. So if you would extend the cordialities of the House to both of these women as well, and thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Certainly, on behalf of Ms. Fahey, the Speaker, and all the members, we also welcome you here to the New York State Assembly and give you the privileges of the floor. Always pleased that you come and join us. Please enjoy this day and continue the great work that you do. Thank you. Mr. Sturpey for an introduction.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I don't want to overlook our friends from our area, Executive Director Dami Harris and Kiki White and Joyce French from the Women's Opportunity Center in Syracuse. They've been together serving women of Central New York for over 20 years, helping their participants learn new skills, gain confidence, get them ready for job interviews, and gain and keep a career. So I'm pleased to welcome them to the Assembly, and please give them your cordial welcome.
Certainly. On behalf of Mr. Sturpey, the Speaker, and all the members, we welcome you here to the New York State Assembly. We commit to you the privileges of the floor. You are always welcome here. Thank you for the work that you do on behalf of women in this state. Thank you again so very much. Mr. Morelli.
Yes, thank you, sir. If there's any housekeeping, this would be the appropriate time to take that up, sir.
And we do have housekeeping, Mr. Morelli. On a motion by Ms. Jaffe, page 9, calendar number 41, bill number 775A, amendments are received and adopted. On a motion by Mr. Magnarelli, page 10, calendar number 56, bill number 1205, the amendments are received and adopted. On a motion by Ms. Titus, page 10, calendar number 58, bill number 1218, the amendments are received and adopted. On a motion by Ms. Peoples-Stokes, page 17, calendar 116, bill number 2581, amendments are received and adopted. On a motion by Mr. O'Donnell, page 24, calendar number 164, bill number 3879A, amendments are received and adopted. On a motion by Ms. Lifton, page 29, calendar number 197, bill number 5008, amendments are received and adopted. On a motion by Ms. Galiff, page 31, calendar number 214, bill number 5475, amendments are received and adopted. On a motion by Mr. Magnarelli, page 40, calendar number 268, bill number 7056, amendments are received and adopted. On a motion by Mr. Kusick, page 49, calendar number 333, bill number 8107, amendments are received and adopted. Mr. Morelli.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I understand Mr. Cusick is ready to convene a committee meeting on election law, so members of the Election Law Committee should proceed directly to the Speaker's conference room.
Election Law Committee meeting in the Speaker's conference room. Follow Mr. Kusick. Thank you. Mr. Morelli.
Yes, thank you, sir. If we could now begin on page 3 with resolutions, beginning with Assembly Resolution 919 by Mr. Phil Steck.
Clerk will read.
Resolution number 919, Mr. Steck. Legislative resolution memorializing Governor Andrew M. Cuomo to proclaim February 2015 as Oral Health Awareness Month in the state of New York.
On the resolution, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 920, Mr. Cusick. Legislative resolution memorializing Governor Andrew M. Cuomo to proclaim February 2016 as Teen Dating Violence Awareness and Prevention Month in the state of New York.
On the resolution, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 921, Mr. Ortiz. Legislative resolution memorializing Governor Andrew M. Cuomo to proclaim February 1st through the 5th, 2016 as School Counseling Week in the state of New York in conjunction with the observance of National School Counseling Week.
On the resolution, all those in favor... Oh, 1 minute. Mr. Ortiz, on the resolution.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And today, counselors are often the only in-school professional helping kids to achieve both academically as well as socially. Today, being a guidance counselor means more than helping kids get into college. A recent study showed that school counselors are spending more than half of their time addressing students' mental health issues. I wonder how many of you here in the chamber today can correctly guess the second most common cause of death among our children in the teenage years after accidents. According to the CDC, the Center for Disease Control, it is suicidal. This is a tragic statistic, stunning but true. And for Hispanic populations, and especially females, the trends continue to grow and suicidal attempts continue to be on the rise. Mr. Speaker, the rate among boys aged 15 to 19 are growing. 1 in 5 deaths of boys in their teenage age will commit suicidal. 1 in every 6 girls, according to CDC, will also commit suicidal. Mr. Speaker, as we are here commemorating this week as a Guidance Council Week, I hope that we all can think back in our schools and trying to bring awareness about the importance of our Guidance Council to address mental health issues in our school. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Ortiz. On the resolution, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The resolution is adopted. Mr. Morelli.
Yes, thank you, sir. If we could now turn our attention to page 52 on the main calendar, and we're going to begin consenting with calendar number 345 by Ms. Rosick.
Clerk will read.
Assembly 254, calendar number 345, Ms. Rosick, an act to amend the election law.
The bill is laid aside.
Assembly 445A, calendar number 346, Mr. Gottfried, an act to amend the public health law and the insurance law.
The bill is laid aside.
Assembly 700, calendar number 347, Mr. Engelbright, an act to amend the public health law.
The bill is laid aside.
Assembly 1615, calendar number 348, Mr. Gottfried, an act to amend the public health law.
The bill is laid aside.
Assembly 2283, calendar number 349, Mr. Gottfried, an act to amend the social services law.
Read the last section.
This act shall take effect on the 30th day.
Clerk will record the vote. Mr. Morelli.
Yes, sir. Just a gentle reminder that this is our first vote of the month, and therefore members should be in the chamber to cast it. And those who are not in the chamber but can hear my voice, please make your way so you can cast your first vote of the day.
First vote of the day, members. Please proceed to chambers and cast your vote. Are there any other votes? Announce the results.
Ayes 115, noes 0.
The bill is passed.
Assembly 6983A, calendar number 350. Mr. McDonald, an act to amend the public health law and the insurance law.
The bill is laid aside.
Assembly 7925, calendar number 351. Mr. Kavanaugh, an act to amend the election law.
Read the last section.
This act shall take effect immediately.
Clerk will record the vote. Are there any other votes? Announce the results.
Ayes 118, noes 0.
The bill is passed. Mr. Morelli.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker, for allowing a brief introduction, actually for two purposes. The first is that I've been informed that the Election Law Committee has concluded its work. Therefore, members of the Insurance Committee should make their way to the Speaker's conference room. I see Mr. Cahill is at the ready and wishes members of the Insurance Committee to go to the Speaker's conference room.
Insurance Committee Speaker's Conference Room. Please proceed immediately. Mr. Morelli.
Yes, sir. And I'd also like to use this opportunity to introduce a group of distinguished young people who are here as guests of Mr. Goldfeder and Mr. Miller. They are students from John Adams High School in Ozone Park, and they are part of a organization called Global Kids, which is a citywide not-for-profit offering supportive services to children and young people, and we're delighted to have them in the chambers visiting with Mr. Goldfeder, Mr. Miller, and all the members. And if you could please extend the cordialities of the House and the best wishes to this group.
Certainly, on behalf of Mr. Goldfeder, Mr. Miller, the Speaker, and all the members, we welcome these students from John Adams High School here to the New York State Assembly. We extend to you the privileges of the floor and only let you know that I'm from Queens, so I know that John Adams has and Assemblywoman Hyman's also is there, has a historic past. It was always a great high school, even when I was in high school, which was quite a while ago. Thank you so very much for coming, and always come back.
Assembly 8608A, calendar number 352, Mr. Cusick. An act to amend the election law.
The bill is laid aside. Mr. Morelli.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. If we can now go to page 12 of the main calendar, and we're going to pick up on consent, beginning with calendar number 85 by Ms. Mayer.
Page 12, calendar 85. Clerk will read.
Assembly 1869, calendar number 85, Ms. Mayer. An act to amend the social services law.
Read the last section. The bill is laid aside.
Assembly 1872C, calendar number 86, Ms. Paulin. An act to amend the real property tax law.
Read the last section.
This act shall take effect January 1st, 2017.
Clerk will record the vote. Are there any other votes? Announce the results.
Ayes 99, noes 0.
The bill is passed.
Assembly 1903, calendar number 87, Mr. Dinowitz, an act to amend the Public Service Law.
Read the last section.
This act shall take effect on the 120th day.
Clerk will record the vote.